YouTube is hard, especially if you've been at this for 6 months, have 17 subscribers and 400 views. But it doesn't have to be that difficult. YouTube can be a lot easier to figure out if you just simplify. That's why I've compiled 5 essential but digestible lessons from these YouTube experts. Now sit down, shut up, notebooks out, and pay attention. School is in session. Oh. First of all, a confession. This video is massively inspired by another YouTube coach. So stick around until the end, I'll reveal who that is. Some of you may not have heard of this person, but he is a genius. Now there is a common misconception among small channels, which is this. The YouTube algorithm is designed to maintain the dominance of large creators while suppressing small channels that are just starting out on YouTube. And come on, some of you still believe that to be true, right? But what the big creators understand that some of you don't is how the algorithm works.
All the algorithm tries to do is to understand the audience and audience behaviors. YouTube doesn't push videos for creators, it pulls videos for viewers. And I think as creators, that's always hard to wrap our heads around. We think we make this beautiful video and it's the algorithm's job to push it in front of as many people as possible, when really the algorithm serves the viewers.
Now you've probably come across this teaching already. Replace the word algorithm with audience. But is that actually true? Yes it is. First of all, the audience always has a choice about which videos to watch. And they also have limited time and attention spans. So the audience is always making snap decisions about what to watch. And those decisions are usually influenced by the packaging of the videos. And if the audience decides to watch your video and then more of your stuff, then your content is going to be ranked higher than similar creators' content. Ultimately, the audience decides which videos to watch, and the algorithm recommends videos based on those viewing preferences. But notice here how we're not talking about your videos, your channel page, the playlist that you put together. Here is a teaching that's worth writing down.
YouTube doesn't push videos for creators, it pulls videos for viewers.
So if your question is, why isn't YouTube showing my videos to a larger audience? You're asking the wrong question. The real question is, of those who did watch my videos, why did they not enjoy it? But if your audience is enjoying the content and you're still not getting that many views, you might have a different problem. Now to explain this, we're going to use a business term, but don't worry, I'm going to explain what it is. Total addressable market. The basic principle is this. If 1 billion people enjoy soccer, play the game and watch videos about it, that's your TAM. But with every content decision you make, you reduce that potential total addressable market. For example, and I'll need a wardrobe change for this, if I make a video about the soccer team I support and the outrage over the increase in the price of hot dogs at youth academy matches, hardly anybody is going to watch that video because it's a tiny proportion of the total addressable market of soccer fans. In truth, nobody cares but me about the price of hot dogs at Huddersfield Town Youth Academy matches. I have been waiting years to find an excuse to wear this shirt.
I went to a big $500 million mastermind. I think we were doing $30 or $40 million a year at the time, and plenty of guys there were at 100, 200, etc. What do they have? Are they smarter? Are they working hard? Are they sacrificing more? Like, they had a bigger total addressable market. They had a bigger TAM. They were going after just a much wider audience. So you start small. So the riches are in the niches, but at a certain point, you do need to open up the aperture.
So following that thought process, you need to both figure out your niche whilst keeping your audience as broad as possible. But what does that mean? Well, the Legal Eagle started out just addressing legal students, how to navigate law school and become a lawyer. But these days, the channel covers popular legal cases and the drama that surrounds them. Another classic example is Ali Abdaal, who started out YouTube Live supporting medical students, but has since pivoted and expanded his total addressable market to the massive topic of productivity. So topic is one way, but packaging is another. For example, when it comes to the total addressable market of content creators, what do they all want? To get more views and to do it quickly. So we packaged this video to directly address the TAM as broadly as possible. Now the contents of the video is actually how to write better titles to get more views. But when you get specific like that in the packaging, how to write titles to get more YouTube views, that starts to limit the TAM a little more. So a phrase I like to use is the packaging can give the audience what they want, but the contents can give them what they actually need. But we have to realize this: going after a larger total addressable market means more competition. And that requires yet another scene change. Oh, simple. Intimate. I like it. When two videos are wrestling over the same view, which one usually wins out? The one with the best title and thumbnail, of course. And that demands a challenging question for the creator. How long have you spent on that split-second first impression? Probably not long enough.
A thumbnail can make or break a video, and you're spending maybe 3 or 4% of the total allocation of time on that thumbnail. If we were just to say that 40% of the video's performance is down to the thumbnail and the title, and 60% is down to, let's say, how good the video delivered on that, the retention, the satisfaction. If you say to someone, are you spending 40% of your time on the click? They'll be like, I'm spending like 1% of my time on the click, which is really interesting. And I'm not suggesting people spend 40% because that's a lot, but maybe 10% of the time can be spent there. Maybe 15% of the time can be spent there.
You can use whatever numbers you want, but the important point is this. Almost every creator watching this video right now is not spending enough time crafting their title and their thumbnail. But big YouTubers, large channels, experienced creators do recognize the immense importance of this packaging part of a video. And as a result, they will be spending far more time on optimizing this click and scroll decision than small channels do. And my general rule of thumb for the average creator is this: whatever your average time spent currently on titles and thumbnails, double it. And if you need to find time from somewhere to do that, don't worry about video tags or your video description. The title and the thumbnail are infinitely more important. And you know what that's likely to impact on your videos? Click-through rate and watch time. How did I manage to change shirt while standing up? Click-through rate and watch time is important data, but data shouldn't define every single channel decision.
We let data inform but not dictate our art. YouTube has tons of incredible data, and that has informed how to make our content the best it can be. You also sometimes take that data and willfully ignore it to then make things you want to make.
Data is useful, but it can also be misleading when it's dissected in isolation. Click-through rate is especially guilty of this. You might have, for example, 30% click-through rate, which is awesome, but if your average view duration is just 10% of a video, then it's likely clickbait. YouTube understands this and won't recommend your content. And there are other occasions when click-through rate can plummet, which is a good thing because YouTube is testing your content with a much broader audience. Bigger total addressable market, lower click-through rate. That can happen. When it comes to data, it's best not to be influenced by individual numbers from individual videos. Instead, look for patterns and consistencies from many data points over many videos, over periods of weeks, months, even years. And then, as the Try Guys rightly pointed out, you've got to allow for that human element and instinct. Lead with empathy, understand people, learn what your audience values. And if you do that through storytelling, you'll build a loyal audience, not just algorithmic success. Speaking of my own storytelling, despite all I've said, even if you immediately understand everything in this video and apply it all to your next videos on your channel, it won't bring you immediate success. And that's because no one's YouTube journey follows a linear trajectory. Predicting what audiences want, packaging ideas, and keeping viewers engaged is not an exact science. So your videos naturally are going to peak and trough. You will have viral moments for your channel, followed by 10 of 10s. So again, it's not about the next video or yesterday's channel view count. It's about where you're going to be in 25, 50 videos. Where will you be this time next year? That's what Paddy Galloway taught us in this tweet and this VidSummit talk. Yeah, that man's a genius. But how do these YouTube peaks and troughs manifest themselves within the tapestry of a content creator's journey? Well, there is a story to be told about that, and I'm willing to share mine. I've been on YouTube for 10 years and I've made over 2,500 videos. And in this video, I'll show you how I went from knowing absolutely nothing to one of these.